Last week, I introduced the 10 different ways that people use gaslighting as a form to manipulate you, especially people with substance abuse. They use these forms all the time. And this is the first one I want to go more into detail about, and that is the blatant lying. My name is Jennifer Maneely. I'm an addiction strategist. I help family members really know how to defend themselves against such things so that they don't have to continue to experience all of the self-doubt and the questioning and the manipulations that actually do continue to allow the person with substance abuse to be enabled, basically. And I know we don't like that term enabling, but these are all of the different ways that they use this to start convincing you that you don't know what you're talking about and you're crazy. And blatant lying, even though it seems so simple, it's actually really subtle because they probably have been doing this for so long that you may be questioning everything they do, and they tell just enough truth that you have a hard time questioning whether or not they're lying. And there's a really good chance that they are lying, and they do it with such ease, it's hard to catch them. I know that I spent a lot of time in blatant lies. I would lie about everything from a really young age. And this was like something that I don't think I consciously did, and I don't believe that people always consciously gaslight people. I just think that sometimes it's just a form that they know that works. And I spent a lot of time lying, blatant lies. My mom would ask me a question, I would just lie for no reason. So it was really hard to tell when I was telling the truth or not. So when she did catch me in lies, I could usually convince her that I was being truthful, or she just didn't even think about it. She just kept moving and didn't even question the lie that I had just told her because I just did it with so much ease. But this form of lying, what ends up happening is it creates such a form of self-doubt for you that we almost continue to just fall victims into their lies. And this is why sometimes it just seems like, why do I always fall for their crap? And I think that's the wrong question for us to be asking ourselves is, why do we always fall, and then beat ourselves up when we do fall victim? Because here's the thing. They're going to get away with lies. They really will. And that's more about them than it is about you. But when we fall victim and we catch them in lies, we do start taking it really personally. And it does start creating a lot of self-doubt. So the best way to kind of defend yourself against this is have that clear understanding that you are going to be lied to, and you are going to buy into their lies sometimes. You're going to believe them. And that says a lot of good about you in terms of you're going to believe them. But on them, it says a lot more about them that they're willing to do that. Now, you don't always have to believe everything that they're saying. You will know that they are going to lie and you're going to catch them in lies. But we don't have to start taking that personally. And when they are telling the truth and we question it, what I remind parents is that it's okay to question it only because they have not proven that they are trustworthy people. But they do get mad at you when you question them, especially if they are telling the truth, or even if they're lying, they're going to get mad at you either way. But just because they're mad at you doesn't mean you've done anything wrong, because you can remind them that they have set up the mistrust. And if they don't like the fact that you don't trust them, then they should work on earning that trust back, which comes from being honest. Look, when I was in recovery, I'm still in recovery, but in my earlier recovery, I think it took a good, 4 or 5 years for my mom to really start truly believing every single thing that I was saying. Because 1,000 times out of 1,000, I was telling the truth. That's how long it takes, though. I had to continue to show up, and I also had to recognize that I had set a very long pattern up about us and her not believing me, and I had to be okay with that because that was what I had set up. So I had to take responsibility for the fact that my mom didn't trust me just because I enter into, a few months of recovery Like, it took a long time just continuing to show up, and you have that right. Always remember that. You have the right to not believe them after all of the bullshit and lies that they've been telling you. It's okay. And when they get mad at you, it doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. It just means that you may need to remind them that they have set that up. And if they really want that to change, where you can trust them again, then they're going to have to earn that. And you just tell them that. You don't have to be angry about it. You just say, like, look, I don't believe you because you've lied to me too many times. Anyway, I hope this was really helpful. I hope that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you don't miss the next one. The next one, the second method is going to be that deny, deny, deny. And this sounds a lot like blatant lying, but there is a little subtle difference, and I'm going to go into that next week. So, hope this was helpful. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you make sure that you don't miss the next week's gaslighting method number 2, deny, deny, deny. I will put the link for my YouTube in the description. Hope you have a good day. Hope this was helpful for you.